Hello ladies and gentlemen, Rapid Chess here. Decided to show you another game from the Rapid tournament. Nepo plays Mamedyarov. Mamedyarov is slipping in the ranking. I think he pretty much lost a lot of his competitiveness and motivation, basically, which has been, I think, a problem for him. But now it's he's doing not doing really well. Nepo plays I think pretty good chess, and this game I'd say it's almost like perfect because he played a lot of theory and then he just finished the opponent very quickly. d4, not his main move. We see a lot of e4s and c4s. Knight f6 and e6. So a lot of players, actually now everyone switched to this Nimza Indians and games like Queen's Gambits, because this g6 and Grunfeld, they just don't do that well now. I don't know what happened, but white is just overwhelmingly gets advantage. Knight f3, d5 and g3. One of the most popular, very logical. I played it a lot with white. Pretty decent opening, but not too much initiative for white. That was my claim against this opening. Bishop b4. I played myself like this recently against International Master and went back. I played bishop d6, I guess, against bishop a4. But bishop e7 is a fine move. So both players castled. Kramnik would place this bishop on b2, playing b3 and kind of playing for double fianchetto. That's kind of my plan. But you can also play bishop f4 late on knight c3 and play more standard strategy game. Knight d7, queen c2, c6 and h4. Very rare plan. When I saw it, I thought that it could be done with. I seen it like with king on a1 still and playing like for immediate attack, but it's kind of something new or a mix. And Nepo is playing with increments, so he's playing just bullet chess. b6. You need to develop your bishop. Knight c3. And he took. So normally I'd say that white's plan is e4 and kind of take the center. I'd play b3 is not possible, I'm sorry here, but for some reason this move is quite difficult to make. You want to kind of keep control of the center, but Nepo knows what he's doing. Rook c1, again the engine move. White development is pretty sick. They have all pieces, they have the c file, and they will decide whether to play g5, but definitely bishop f4 is his plan. Bishop to b7 and bishop f4. Again, white just consolidates and not making like pressure moves. They just wait what black is going to do, and black gets into big passivity. Shak is a very active player. He likes to play for initiative, but I think for him this position, he wasn't really happy with this. But again, when you're playing against elite players, you don't have other choice to play like this and hope for something miraculously will happen. That the position will open up and he will, this potential will be released. But for now it looks not too much promising for black. a6 covering b5, a4. Again, just you don't want to give black to play b5 and take some space, and the luxury of playing a random move for white. They can do anything here. h6 and d3. For me, potentially to make this move is quite unpleasant, because you have to bear in mind this g5 move, but that's why Ian played h4, just, you know, to cover this g5 square and make sure that he doesn't lose this knight, this bishop. And bishop h3. That was the first time Ian was thinking a little bit, yeah, because you might think that, okay, he might be losing his bishop here, but after g5 takes bishop bishop e5, you cannot play f6 because of bishop takes e6, and then white will take on d5 and have winning position basically. And Engine, like in this position, Engine says that knight g7 gives black equality, but hard to believe it. That's alright. So that's why Shak plays rook c4, kind of covering this diagonal. Queen d1, potentially playing b3 to kick out the rook. Took the bishop, and bishop e6. So I like these pawns actually for white. They kind of control this e5 square, and black cannot again free themselves. You cannot play f6 because e6 is hanging, and these knights are very good against, you know, white can move the knight when they're ready to take the c file, and this knight will go to e5. So a lot of just potential, positional advantages for white here. Rook f1, bishop f1, obviously much better than b3, because then you can attack this knight, but with b2 pawn you cannot do it. Bishop d3. Decided that this bishop actually more handy here. He can create a battery. Knight to e5, the move which everyone will play sooner or later. Yeah, just if black takes, then I think it's a positional mistake. Yeah, something like this. But white is not in a hurry. They can play like rook c2, trying to double the rooks, and again with this bishop, like white has an extra piece basically, so he didn't play like this. f3, very nice, taking away this e4 square. Rook c2, g6. Again, what you want from black, this pawn here, you cannot really move your knight, because then how do you defend it? So he decides to play it right now. But you see that all this position of black is compromised. Their pieces are over here. They cannot really attack this position, and white is going to make a move against the king. King g7, just a little bit defending, and still he goes for it. Engine says that g4 was stronger, but you don't want to calculate when you have, you understand that these pieces are trapped here, so you want to, you know, play as like Tal style, and it's at some point it's correct, because he looks at the pieces where they are situated, and he understands that it's time to sacrifice. And positional wise, it's fine sacrifice. Just queen to d3, and you cannot really defend this pawn very well. So he has to give up the knight back. Queen e3. Again, everything is protected. This knight here is like immortal, and he's going to open up the position sooner or later. g4 and rook to g2. I think Carlsen game against somebody was very similar, just sacrificing a pawn and opening the position. Now it's +4. Plan is very simple, to capture this pawn, and then this pawn, and the king is still in trouble. Moves the king. f5, breaking in. Took with the wrong pawn. If he takes with this one, then it's knight to d5 with knight to f6 probably. If you take here, oh yeah, so this rook is also under threat. So okay, nice. So he plays takes with this rook. They traded, check, and takes this way. This unleashes this rook, which is protected, by the way, with the queen. And Shah decides to go like he didn't want to trade. He's down everything, and he decides to make a couple more moves. And Ian doesn't, give him any kind of promotion. Just takes everything, and Black resigned. All right, very nice win by Ian. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.